Hey everybody, my name is Mike, and I decided to do a Let's Play a Shaman series. Now,
Ah,
let me
I've been
turn on the
expecting
volume first of
you.
all. But first, I guess second of all, I'm not a big leveler, so I'm not promising that this is going to be a consistent video series, but I don't really have much left to do in terms of WoW. I don't really know what else to make videos of. I made a lot of soloing stuff, but I don't know what else there is to farm solo in terms of a warrior. I might be doing some how-tos for bosses in the next raid patch. Not a promise, but we'll see. Recently joined a guild, and we'll see if I get in there and get some stuff out for you. But yeah, I decided, why not? Let's do a video of this. It's my only like level 1, so let's do that.
Be
So
careful.
I'm gonna try to do this while trying to keep the commentary interesting. And yeah, so starting off. Ooh, I can block my lightning bolt. Heck yeah, America. So this sound is really loud. So I know a lot of people are going to ask about my add-ons. For my unit frames, these things right here, I'm using shadowed unit frames. For my cast bar, I'm using quartz. That's a QUARTZ, or Z if you're American. And this map is sexy map. This bar over here is Titan panel. And then my bars are bartender. And then for damage meters, I use Skada. What else do I use? I have a chat add-on which tells you the time. I don't know if that's WoW that tells you the time, but it tells you like what level everyone is and what class they play. And that's just called Prats or something like that. I think I don't remember, but cool. So I did this. I don't want to be tracking pets right now. Not enough time. He's my guy is fully heirloomed out except the helm. I just realized that. Wow. And a weapon. Wow. Wait, hold on. What was it? I gain. Well, I'm gonna replace that in a second, aren't I? I'll take this then. Okay, let me just. I don't have a helm. I don't have a cape. Wow, I don't have anything. Hold on. Let me do this. Alright, sorry about that. I had to mail myself some of the heirlooms that I was missing, but I'll go pick those up after, so. Just to save some time. But okay. So, as I was saying, my guy is fully heirloomed out, but I guess I forgot to send him some stuff. And I do have a guild, which I randomly take a leveling guild, which I like to just join while I play because of the XP buff and mass res and all the other benefits you get from being in a level 25 guild. Other than that, this is like this. I actually have a full set of characters on this round, all 11. The 11th one is actually just my bank alt, so one day I might actually make that like a priest or something, because that's the only thing I don't have on this server. I only have two 90s, then I have an 84 Death Knight, like a 55 Hunter, all that stuff. My goal, like I do want, the idea of having 10 or 11 90s, that's a cool idea. I'm like, cool, I have a lot of options and it'd just be nice to have all that. But I mean, I hate leveling. I'm not a fan. Getting to 90 twice was a pain in the arse. I don't know. I can't play leveling for a long enough time, especially once I get out. Once I get to slowly start to progress through everywhere. Like Azeroth isn't horrible. It has its boring moments, but level 1 to 58 not that bad. But anything after 58, I'm like, oh my god, get me out of here. So that's never any fun. Wow. Okay, no, I need to go back there to get that stuff that causes sack, and I'm gonna be elemental, which move my microphone, chill out, which is casting, because well, I don't know, I like casters, and I made a Tauren because that's the only class I didn't have, and I don't like Taurens a lot because they're big and they take up a lot of space, but you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. Let's see. That's not, the volume's not loud enough. Okay. That good? I don't know, hopefully. So let me loot all this stuff. And then equip it. What? Yeah, I want that. That. So I'm all geared out. Lovely. Got all my stuff, yep. Wonderful. I don't know why that's only giving me some spell power. It should have changed, but we'll take it. We will take it. Doing some decent damage. Boar-shotting some people. Not awful. And that's what I like to do when when I don't have my mount yet. If I'm walking past something, especially if I have like a cast that I can channel or something that I can cast while I'm running, I like to just pull stuff because why not? Just a little bit extra experience makes it go faster. You dig? I dig. Read the runes, scribe. I don't actually read quests. I never actually follow the story or anything about quests. I just read the summary. Which I don't know. A lot of people learn the lore, and I just don't get it. I don't know. It doesn't interest me. And whenever people are like, "Yeah, the lore of the next patch is gonna be awesome," I'm like, "Cool. What are they adding to the game?" I don't know. I've never really been interested in whatever it's called lore. It's not my thing, I guess. So we gotta get these stolen rifles off these guys. Okay. Oh, I missed. Wow, that's awful. Okay. And once this guy if I ever get this guy level 90, I want to get him to heal. The Shaman heals are pretty fun, I've heard. So, or at least I think. I don't know. That's what I want. But okay. So I guess what should I talk about? I think I've told this a lot of times, but for anyone that hasn't watched before, I started playing World of Warcraft in 2007. I think I was introduced to it maybe in 06, but I'm pretty sure it was early 2007. I started playing in February of that year, which was a month after Burning Crusade had come out. So I was pretty fresh. I was fresh into Burning Crusade, baby. What's this one? The person that introduced me was my brother. He bought a Diablo 2 battle chest because, honest to God, we have at least 7 of those somewhere. Or we had some of those because we broke all of them. But he bought another battle chest, and in there came the World of Warcraft 15-day trial or whatever. So he activated an account, made one, and I think he made like a few characters. I remember at one point, I think he made one with his friend. So I think he had a paladin or something in Westfall. I remember specifically he was running back to get his dead body in Westfall, and he was telling me while I was watching, like, it's an interesting game. It's similar to Diablo. I remember the first thing I noticed was the pointer, because I had played Diablo 2 so much that the pointer was like Diablo 2, but it was different, and I was like, I don't know, it looks weird. So he told me you control the person without, like, you can't control them with clicking, but you just control them with WASD, like a first-person shooter, which I played a lot of, and told me to check it out sometime, gave me some kind of info, like, check it out sometime, I think you'd like it. So didn't do much about that, and then came, like, a couple weeks later, I think, I remember it was Sunday, because I had to go to church that day, and before church, my brother was asleep, because he didn't go to church, because he's lucky. But he was asleep, and I was trying to get on World of Warcraft. So I was like, I have like an hour or something before I go to church, so I'm gonna just check it out. I couldn't remember the password, so I ended up not doing it. And a couple days later, then he gave me the password, or I had the password at the point. Went on, and I'm pretty sure the first person I ever made was my warrior, Silk. And at the time it was the Bomb, because that was what I went by. That was my online moniker before I changed to Silk. Which, by the way, I guess I'll talk about Silk later if I remember, but, yeah. So I'd made my warrior, and I didn't know there were quests in the game. So I was basically running around until about level 20 without doing quests. And when I say that, I'm pretty sure I knew, like, I did quests. I know that I did some quests, but I was like, I remember the first quest you get as a night elf. You have to go talk to someone or something or kill something. No, it's one that took me out of like the starting zone to like the main city beside Darnassus, and I just didn't know where to go. I was so confused. I was reading the quest, I didn't get it. I didn't think about googling it, and
I've been expecting.
And so I just was so lost. So I ended up just walking around killing stuff, and then I think I met someone along the way that kind of pointed me in directions. Like I always talked to him. I was like, where should I be leveling at this point? He had like a WoW atlas, and it told you the levels of each zones. And so I just was like, hey, where should I be leveling at this point? And he told me, and so I went there. And I don't remember much. I do remember leveling in what's this, Darkshore? I remember leveling in Darkshore. That was actually a fun zone to level in. I don't know why. I just really liked that zone when I was there. And then the next thing I remember, I was in wetlands, And Wetlands was when I kind of hate, like at that point, like at level 20, I think, really didn't like the game because up until that point, I was buying, what's it called? Like gear from vendors, like gray and white gear off of vendors and stuff. I was using that and just grinding. And I remember it was crocodiles. I was grinding crocodiles right beside Menethil Harbor, and it was in the water. And I hit level 20, and I was like, I can't do it. I just couldn't. I was so bored. I got off. I was like, this game sucks. And I don't, because I know I quit, like I had like a mini quit at least twice when I was playing. So that happened. There was another one throughout the summer where I stopped playing, but then I came back. And I don't remember maybe I was, I don't know. Well, actually I do. I don't know. But, so, what's it called? I didn't play for a bit, and I came back, and I was like, oh, there's quests, and I started doing quests, and started getting into dungeons. Well, not really, because you had to make groups for it, and that sucked, especially on a very low populated server like Kalefass was when I started. So, started leveling, and I don't remember, like, I have a really bad memory, so I don't remember much, but I remember I think it was 45. I'm pretty sure it was 45 that I was like, I hated the game again. I was like, I'm so bored. And I was in Tenaris because I remember I had quests in Zul'Farrak, and I'm pretty sure I was trying to get the carrot on a stick because I wanted my mount to be 3% faster. And so I remember I didn't like Tenaris at all. I didn't like Zul'Farrak. I remember I made I think I did Zul'Farrak once or twice. I remember I made a video of it too on my. No, I'm pretty sure it's deleted now. Which sucks, I should have just made it private, but I deleted it because it was like copyright stuff and I didn't want to get in trouble. So that was all nice and stuff, but oh, I gotta free people? What? Oh, I gotta do this. Okay. But yeah, so I stopped playing that was a long time, it was a few months that I stopped playing on that. And then I came back, pretty sure I powered it through to level 58, and then I was super excited to get to Hellfire Peninsula, and I made a video about it. And it was a really awkward video to look back on now. Like, if you watch, I don't know how long some of you guys have been with me, but if you watch some of my earlier videos, if you haven't, they're pretty bad. Yeah, they're not that great. But, especially my voice. My god, my voice. But I got to Outlands, and then I remember Hellfire. At first, like, I was, oh my god, I'm in Outlands, this is so awesome. And I remember, before I actually even got level 58, I was like, I'm just gonna wait till I get level 58 to buy Burning Crusade. But I think I was level, like, 20 or 30 when I just needed to buy the expansion, because I just wanted it so bad, and so I bought it, and, pretty sure I just put it beside my monitor, like, as a display, because it just looks so cool. To this day, Burning Crusade is still one of my favorite expansion boxes. Lich King's a close second, and then I don't know. I don't like Cataclysm or Pandaria, but so I was leveling around Outlands pretty slowly, and it sucked because I didn't know how to play my warrior until I got level 70. So I was playing arms, I think, using a one-hander, but I had awful gear. I didn't know my rotation. I was using all the wrong stuff, and it took forever to kill things and forever to just level. So I didn't like it that much, and I remember, I'm pretty sure I can distinctly remember some points of every single zone in Outlands when I was leveling. So the Hellfire, I remembered Fel Reaver, obviously I think everyone does, but he sucked. And then I remember there being a lot of quests. I remember I ended up hating it. Zangarmarsh, I hated the look of it, but I don't think I minded the quests. I think the quests were fun at the time. And then I don't think I leveled in Shadow Moon Valley until I went to do Lore Master. I think I started in Shadow Moon Valley and then I didn't like it, so I went to Netherstorm. Because I remember Shadow Moon Valley had this weird vibe to it that I couldn't main. What am I looking for? Main. Hey, main! Is that a quest item that I gotta? No? Rite of Honor. Kill Chief. I did, didn't I? Was that not him? Oh, it's on him. Duh. So then oh, are you kidding me? So then I know that I got level 70 in Netherstorm, and I still have that video of me digging level 70 on my channel, and it's too long of a video to warrant, like, it's like a 5-minute video of me digging level 70 and getting my flying man, I think. So I got level 70, in Netherstorm grinding drakes, and I'm pretty sure I was on vent at the time with my buddies, and I was ecstatic. I was like, yeah, I did it. I got 70 and I got flying finally. And Burning Crusade, I was strictly basically PvP. That's all I did. I'd queue for Battlegrounds all day, mostly Alterac Valley. That's my favorite one. It was the best. I could play that all day, not a problem. And then I was always on my friend who played on another server as a Warlock, and we'd always just talk about how much we were owning and stuff. And it was super, super, super fun. It wasn't until late into Burning Crusade that I started raiding, but just a quick side point because I just remember that. Just remember this. I remember when I got my flying mount, I was super excited, and then I grinded all. Like I got level 70. I don't remember when, but then I grinded like all summer. 15, 18. I grinded all summer to get 5,000 gold so I can get my epic flying, which was 280 at the time. 280%. They didn't have the 310. That was only for Ashes of Alar. I think was the only one. And so I was. What? Am I placing this off right? Oh, cool. So I was super. I remember I grinded Isle of Kildanis dailies. That's how I made gold, and it sucked. So I had to do a crap ton of dailies every day, and I was slow at it because I was wearing PvP gear, and I just wasn't. I still didn't know my rotation that much. And Primal Strike. What am I doing? Training W's probably. Oh no! Don't do that, computer. So I got my flying mount, epic flying. I was super excited, super awesome, and then yeah, so that was fun. Anyway, so I started raiding. I didn't even do that much raiding, and like near the end of Burning Crusade, and really all I ever did was I cleared Kara a lot. I think I ended up doing it every week, and then I did Zul'Aman, like the first boss, I think. And then I went to bed, and then Lich King came out a couple months later. But I remember Kara. Okay, when I started off, I think I was in a guild called Ashes of Wednesday, and the guild leader was named Wednesdays, coincidentally. And we raided Kara a bit, and then I got into another guild, which I don't remember the name of anymore, but that was like the guild that, like, that's when I started raiding. Like, that was like right at the ass end of Burning Crusade. And I whatchamacallit, that's on Burning Crusade, and we did a lot of Kara. That's what I did, ZA, and then I remember I basically made it. I wasn't in the core yet, actually. I wasn't in the core raiding group yet, and they were doing 10-mans. I remember Lich King came out, and I was super excited about Lich King. I got super excited. I couldn't sleep. I was super excited to get home. I remember I didn't have a computer at the time because mine had broke, so I had to go on my brother's computer. Luckily, he had like a girlfriend, and he wasn't around a lot, so I was able to play on his computer. I was super excited for it though. And I remember they did Obsidian Sanctum, and they started Naxxramas without me. And I remember when they started Naxxramas, I got super, super pissed because they like, I thought, like, I was like, oh, I thought I was raiding, and then I got super, super pissed, and I left the guild. I ended up coming back, and ended up finding my way into the core, and then we did Naxxramas and Obsidian Sanctum, Vault of Archivon, all that stuff, and that was honestly one of the best experiences of my life. Raiding with that guild was so much fun. I knew everyone knew me. We were just all so tight knit. It was great, and it wasn't until Cataclysm that I experienced something like that again. So I remember we ended up clearing 10-man, and Lich King, it started off where it was like 10 and 25 had different gear, and it wasn't heroic or regular, just regular, and there was hard modes per se. I don't think hard modes were introduced to Ulduar, but it was 10 and 25, and they both had different sets of gear. Oh, they fly you gear now. Oh, awesome. But how may I aid you? Be careful. But then we wanted to do 25-man, so in order to do that, we ended up. This was before the guilds had levels, and no one does this anymore because they don't want to lose their guild level, or they want to get guild XP or get cheap. I don't know, but no one. I've never seen this done any time before or after this. But we ended up conjoining basically guilds. We found this other guild. I think they're called Elysium Fields or something like that. Another guild that was pretty much where we were. They were looking for 25s, but they didn't have enough people. So it was us two combined, but we didn't actually merge guilds. We were like both our individual guilds. We had our 10-mans, because at the time you could still do 10 and 25-man raids in 1 week. So it wasn't like now you either do 10 or 25. It was, you can do 10 and 25. So we would still do our 10 mans, and then we'd group up together and do 25 mans. Until eventually it was like 10 men didn't offer any gear, so we just did 25 mans. And that was super fun. Those guys were awesome. Like, it was never an issue. That I don't think we ever experienced like leadership issues. We never experienced like hatred or anything like that. And it was great because what ended up happening was that people, like, for example, if one guild, they were doing their 10 man and there wasn't enough people, they would just shout. They would be like, yo, ask the guild if anyone's interested in 10 man for us. And there was like a trusted pact that we could, like, instead of punking someone, they could just get someone from our guild, or we can get someone from their guild. And yeah, it was great. And it was funny because sometimes what ended up happening was some of our guys left to go join their guild, and then some of their guild came to join ours, and it was just really weird. But no, that didn't affect us. And yeah, that led up until Ulduar. I think Ulduar, I remember it was Ulduar. We got into Ulduar, and Ulduar I just super stoked for it. I remember watching the trailer for it. I remember being at school when it, like, the Tuesday that it came out, and being on MMO Champion like the entire day, hearing that, like, whatever guild it was already was at Yogg Saron, and like they were killing them, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I remember the thought of Algalon was just awesome. Like, this, you only have an hour to kill this boss every week and stuff like that, and that was awesome. And so in Ulduar, we didn't do that great, both on 10 and 25 man. We struggled a lot, and it was a little difficult to do any progression because I guess we were geared, but we weren't. It was weird because we were geared, but I guess the strategies or the mechanics of each fight kind of got the better of us. So it was rad. I know that we did Flame Leviathan, we did Razor, Ignis. Pretty sure we did XT. Trying to think. I don't think we got past that. And I don't know if they tried or people just started leaving to other guilds, but I know around that time, I remember what happened now, because one of the people that was in the guild I was in when we were raiding was a guy named Aliora. Now, if you've been watching me for a long time, you know who Aliora is. He's someone who I haven't talked to since Lich King, which I still get sad about because he was a cool guy. But he was in my guild and he raided with us, and he ended up being like one of my best friends. He and I were both Polish, and we shared that connection. Hold on. So I just keep hearing footsteps upstairs. I'm like, someone home? I don't know. But so we were both Polish and we shared that connection. His accent was awesome. That's actually how we met. Like, he was talking at an event. I was like, dude, who are you? Your accent's awesome. He said he's Polish. So we ended up doing a lot of stuff together, like mount runs. We did this little girl every 3 days together. We farmed Matchless Terrace together sometimes. We started the Insane title together. We did Glory of the Dungeon Hero together. Like, we were like basically brothers on this game. We did 2v2 together, and it was a lot of fun. And so at that point, he wanted more progression, so he applied to one of the top like 10, one of the top 5, I think, even guilds on our server, which wasn't amazing. Like, we weren't that great. Like, guilds that worldwide, guilds were already like clearing Algalon, like getting all of our Raider achievements, and we were just getting to Yogg Saron on our server, like the #1 guild. So it wasn't incredible. So